Joining me now is Democratic strategist Theron Bond to help me break it all down. Theron, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Where do we begin? Because a lot are saying that Mamdani is crossing a line, but then we heard Ilhan Omar say that it should not be controversial to say that someone who's been indicted on war crimes should be arrested.
Mayor Mamdani has done more for New Yorkers in the past 7 months of his first administration than Trump has done in two administrations, than many members of Congress have done during their terms. What they're really mad about is that he's progressive and he's doing the things that they don't have the courage to do. He's actually most connected to the people and their issues, and he's finding solutions for them. If centrist Democrats want to continue to ride the fence, fine, they can do that, but they may not win re-election this year, and they may not make it in 2028. If Democrats really want a shot at moving this country forward and getting better leadership and being true to constituents and listening to their issues, what they will do is listen to people that support the Mamdanis of the world, that are seeing the progressives in Pennsylvania, Colorado, Arizona, rising up as stars in the Democratic Party in the direction that we need to go. If they want to win the White House in 2028, these centrists and more to the right Dems better get on board. If not, we won't be able to get back the White House, and we'll certainly have trouble in the midterms this year.
And Ms. Bond, it seems as though, too, progressives and young Democrats have been calling out for younger voices, and Mr. Mamdani seemed very comfortable throwing his political capital around with two successes just recently, endorsing progressive candidates. But Democrats winning big in the primaries, that's one thing. Do they have enough momentum to beat out Trump-backed candidates in the midterms?
I think the trajectory that progressives are currently on versus, let's say, 2024, now more people are saying, hey, we thought we didn't really want all that progressive activism in Democratic politics, but their ideas actually work and they're helpful to the community. And they're finding that as they canvass all across this country, phone bank all across this country, that what people are saying they want identify more with the side of progressives on issues. When we see people like Leader Jeffries say, oh, well, I don't know, or he's too progressive, or I'm not sure, that's not the direction the party should go. The reality is that progressives want AIPAC-backed candidates out of politics, especially out of the Democratic Party. There's a party that's available for everyone. It just doesn't have to be Democrats. Democrats are wanting to get more wins, and they do that by actually listening to the people and promoting their issues and not their personal agendas.
So, Ms. Bond, what will it take to win? Because I thought Democrats were the party of that big tent.
That big tent isn't serving them right now. The thing that Republicans have done well is they double down on their issues. Whether or not we agree or align with them, they double down, they play hard, they play big, and they play to win. Democrats often get stuck in the mud with, oh, who's more centrist, who's more progressive, who's more this. The reality is we need to be talking about who's best suited for the people, who's most connected. And right now, that's progressives. And if the DNC continues to ignore the voices of progressives, of Black women, of Gen Zers, then they don't really want the White House. They don't really want to take Congress back, and they're going to find themselves in a hardship as we continue to go through this second Trump administration.
Ms. Bond, what do you do? Because Mayor Mamdani definitely ruffled feathers with his recent remarks about Israel's prime minister and John Fetterman calling him a clown. Is Israel still that third rail of politics where you dare not question or criticize Netanyahu, because he does represent Israel, correct?
He does. And here's the thing. Benjamin Netanyahu represents Israel. And you know who are two of the countries that don't really subscribe to the rulings of the International Criminal Court? That'd be Israel and the United States. And they're kind of in lockstep on a lot of issues right now. And the people of America don't really agree with that. We're seeing a lot of our funding go to Israel for weapons of war, to support them, to support initiatives proposed by Netanyahu. But who's doing things for the American people? We're struggling for health care. We're struggling to put food on the table. We can't get clean water everywhere in our country. But here we are funding a war. When America starts to get it right, they'll be more connected to the people and they'll listen to folks who are most closely to the issues. if we're being honest, those are folks who don't like APEC in politics. There are people who don't like how much we support Israel. And here's the thing, you can be for America and not be anti-Semitic. Just because you don't want to see weapons of war funded continuously for Israel does not make a person anti-Semitic.
Is the winning formula having more candidates speak out like Mayor Mamdani, or is that something that's best served for elite cities like New York?
Democrats overall need to have more courage. People who align with the Democratic Party are asking leaders to be bold, give something more than strongly worded statements. We're waiting for action. What Mayor Mamdani is a great example of is action. The things that he said he was going to do on the campaign trail, he's already brought to fruition, and he's continuing to work through the rest of those things. So New York City is going to be a better city because of it. And if the rest of America follows suit, then we can be a better country because of it too.
Theron Bond, thank you again for spending part of your day with us.
Thank you.